Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for the 2026 Project Pan intro. I hope you all had a great holiday and new year, and really looking forward to this year and some panning goals, hopefully, or making moves towards panning some things. Last year's project was a little bit more low-key, and I did quarterly updates. It turned out to be quarterly. I don't know if that was the intention there, but that's how it worked out. I hope to be a little bit more frequent this year, like maybe not every month update, but maybe every 2 months. But I think that also depends on just how crazy this year ends up being, like with my work and just life be life, and so we'll see. But that's the intention, is to hopefully do like maybe every other month type of updates. Kind of like the idea of like a range of products, and this year I definitely want to focus on finishing things, because last year I was able to finish like a blush and a bronzer, which was super exciting through the project. And yeah, let's just get into the stuff for this time around. You're like, quit your blab and get into it. So here we are, let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna start off with an eyeliner. So I've had eyeliners in projects before, so I am aware that they can take a long time, but this one isn't that huge. There's only this much left. This is the Avon Midnight Eyeliner. This is one of two eyeliners that I have left in my collection, and I use eyeliner pretty frequently. I've gotten away from using regular eyeliner as much towards the end of last year. I've kind of started just doing eyeshadow, which for me works just as good. But this is really old, and I do feel like this is a realistic goal for me, because like I said, I definitely use eyeliner every day. True navy. And yeah, I'm wearing it today actually. I think very realistic for me. I don't think this will be a problem, but I feel like at one point I had eyeliners in a project and it took me ages to finish for some reason. I don't know, but we'll see. I think it's doable. This is like how it looks right now. It's that tall. So that's how I will be measuring progress on here, and I will be tracking usage for that. That's the first product. Then we have NARS Laguna. This is the birthday gift from Sephora from 2021. I had to look back. I knew it wasn't that long ago, but time kind of eludes me these days. So anyway, this is what it looks like right now if you're not familiar, and this is a mini size, and it already has like some decent usage in there. I've been using this the past month or so. So, and before that, much more. Recently, yeah, I have had it out in my rotation. Definitely not full. There is a dip in there in case you can't see it, but yeah, there is a dip. Not sure how long this will take. My Marc Jacobs bronzer, that was also a mini, I had for 5 years. And that was not with continuous use. That was like, in rotation, and then I really got heavy into panning it last year. So I don't know how long this is going to take. It could take the whole year. It could take like 2 to 3 years. I hope not 2 to 3 years, but I use bronzer pretty much every time I do my makeup, so I don't think that's a problem. But I do rotate other products, so that might be why this doesn't pan quicker than that. But I'm willing to start the process now, and I've given it some decent usage over the years, but I'm really ready to like focus in on it. And I really do like this bronzer. It's a little warmer than what I think I would prefer, but I haven't minded it. I'm wearing it today. I don't think it looks like too warm for my skin tone or anything, and it's definitely, I like using it, and we'll see how far we get with it. But whether I finish it this year or not isn't the point. It's just that we're starting to like focus on it more to get it moved out at some point. All right, then we have an eyeshadow. So last year I had an eyeshadow to hit pan on. I didn't have any major goals that I remember besides hitting pan on that one shadow in a palette. This time I want to finish a shadow. This is MAC All That Glitters, pretty like peachy golden shade. And I'm actually wearing this on my lids today too, so you can kind of see what it looks like. And this is one of my oldest eyeshadows, one of my favorites. I'm not really great at swatching, or maybe it's just the product is too light. You get the hint. Yeah, so clearly this has some progress on it already. It has a bigger pan in it, and I just thought this would be like a realistic product to try to hit pan on. Now, I had a sample eyeshadow a few years back that was this similar kind of shade, and that took a long time. So I'm not saying this is going to be quick at all, but I feel like of all the shadows, and I kind of want to finish a shadow this year, of all the shadows that I have, this has like the most promise because it has a lot of usage in it. But yeah, it is a little bit warm for me to wear all year round. I don't know if that's really true, but I feel like it might be a little bit too golden-y for me. But it might not be. It was one of my favorites for a really long time, a staple color, but like I have other eyeshadows I can like mix with it if it's a little too like golden looking. But it's definitely like neutral enough that I can swing this all year round. I'm definitely going to try to finish this year. Again, no promises if that will actually happen. I'm ready to try panning an eyeshadow this year, so I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. I probably have this color like 5 times over in my collection anyway, so I just felt like with the age, with the amount that I already used up, it just made sense. Like, we'll try it out. Now we have some blush I want to finish up. So I kind of mentioned this in the last video. Glossier blush in Dusk. This I want to finish completely as well. As you can see, there's pretty decent usage there. Yeah, but I don't really use a ton of it every time I put it on. So this might not mean anything. It's like a dark peach color. Dark peach, and again, something I'm wearing today to give you a better idea of what it looks like on. I do have a little bit of highlighter over it, so that's why it looks a little bit shimmery. But yeah, that's the idea. And I'm excited to try to finish a blush. And this one's a really nice one. I really like this color on me. I do like the formula. This I want to say I got in 2021 as well. I remember talking about it when I got it. And yeah, so it's going into like 5 years now, and it's a cream product, so I probably should try to get it out. So we'll see how this goes this year. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Again, will it be the only one I'm using? Obviously not. I have like a ton of blush that I like to circulate, but it'll be in for the year or however long it takes to pan it. So we'll see how it goes. I don't like to neglect my other ones, and I don't want to be burnt out on it. So I might be taking breaks. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's very good to take breaks from your products if you're starting to get like over it. So yes, this is the blush that I will be trying to pan all the way. There is another bronzer I want to not finish, but I have a usage goal on. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I have not used this at all last year, so I thought this was a good one to just roll in and use 15 times. Because I just, like while I did rotate bronzers last year, this one just never got touched. So I want to actually use this and touch it and use it 15 times. This is on me like a very neutral, almost cool toned bronzer. So it's right here. Yeah, so it's nice, and at one point I feel like I really like this. I'm not so sure if I'm getting more used to the warmer bronzers on my skin tone, so I do like a cool tone or neutral bronzer as well. I do like to kind of have like one of them in my mix, just to like have that choice. But yeah, we're just gonna play with this 15 times. I was gonna put a goal on it, like hit pan or something. Maybe I will, but I'll use it at least 15 times and see how I feel about it. So at least I'm touching it. I don't want to say anything about hitting pan on this yet, but there is some usage on there. This is really old as well, like most of my makeup. And this was actually in a holiday set a couple of years back, and I got rid of the holiday set and I only kept a few pieces from it, like a few shadows and like this. So that's, yeah, this is from how many years ago? I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if it was like 10 years old at this point, which is really scary, but I might be wrong, but that sounds kind of right. Like, time is going so fast. It's like 10 years is like 2 years to me, like seriously. But yeah, gonna use that 15 times. I think that's realistic for me, and we'll decide at that point like if I want to keep it in to hit pan or what we're gonna do there. All right, let's move on to lip products. Okay, the first one I want to finish, this is ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip. This is in the shade Frickin' Frack, and this was a sample that I received with an order from them a couple of years ago. I don't remember what it was that I bought at that point. Maybe it was like, oh yeah, I remember I got the little Super Shock shadows. And I think this was part of that order, that it was like included, or they sent it as like a free thing or sample. And this is what I'm wearing today as well. Pretty red shade, right? It's like a medium red, kind of dressy looking. Yeah, I like it. I'd swatch it, except it'll be on my hand for like 5 years, so I'm not gonna do that today, and it's on my lips. So yeah, we're gonna see. This I took the stopper out of. I do not wear red lips like this at all, like for work, but I definitely mix it with other colors, things like that, to kind of make it more wearable for me. I'm not against wearing a bold red lip to work, but it's not the vibe for me. Like, I don't, it just feels out of place for where I work. It would be like kind of weird. I mean, you could do whatever you want, but like for me, that's just not how I want to roll at work. It's a really good formula though. Like, it's very comfortable. It doesn't dry my lips out for like a matte product. So I've always really liked that about this. So that's one thing I can say about it. And I'm not going to try to like scrape the bottom of this or anything, like go hard at it and try to make it like absolutely see-through. I will use as much of it as I can, and if I see like substantial windowing and I feel like it's starting to dry out on me a little bit, I will consider it done then, I think. But yeah, it's a little mini. I've had it for a while. I've used it here and there, on and off, like all my makeup, you know, so it's not like it's starting off brand new, but I do feel like there is a decent enough amount in here. Because honestly, this doesn't look like a lot, but if you're a panner, you know, these things hide secrets. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I would like to finish this year, whatever the heck that looks like. We'll try. And the other lip product is another liquid lipstick. This is the Bare Minerals Juju. This was one of my favorite lip products back in the day when I first got it, and it is a really pretty, now it looks like a medium pink here. It has like a little bit of a blue base. And over the years, like I said, it was one of my favorites. Did I say that? I don't know, but it was one of my favorite lip colors. And the formula, again, just like the ColourPop, great formula, very, very comfortable. It is a matte lipstick, and I've always loved this color, in the beginning at least. And then this past year, I was kind of low-key trying to pan it, like not formally in the project, but like on the side. And I was able to take the stopper out. And of course, there's still tons of product in there. Was kind of close to almost decluttering it because it just, I don't know, like, again, it's funny how our preferences kind of change. Like, I thought I really liked this on me, and then I haven't loved it on me as much like in recent years, and then I try to mix it with stuff, and sometimes that works out really well, but I don't even think it like plays that well with other colors the way I think it should. But we're going to try to use it a couple times. I think I'm going to give this a usage of 10 times to see how I like it. I was going to try to finish it, but I don't know. Cause again, like trying to use it last year, I wasn't like crazy about it on its own, and it wasn't playing well with others. But I might need to play with it a little bit more. So I'm going to say 10 times. And if I kind of like it within those 10 times, then I will try to pan it. Yeah, we're going to try and see how it goes. And who knows, maybe I will have better luck trying to mix it with other colors. All right, and the last product that I will be trying to get good usage on and hopefully pan soon-ish, soon meaning within the next 2 years, is the At the Beach body spray by Bath & Body Works. This is my favorite beach scent, and after I found this one, I was no longer on the hunt for any kind of beach scent because this fulfilled all my beach scent requirements, and it's like a little bit sweeter. It has that coconut vibe. A little bit of sunscreen in there, but like more coconutty than sunscreeny, but you know, it's a great fragrance. The thing is, I got this in 2018. So I remember ordering it. I was pregnant, I want to say. That makes it 8 years old, or going to be 8, a little bit older than my daughter. And I've had it forever, and I have tried to get great usage on it like over the years, and you can see like the progress over the years, like how far I would get each time I would pull this out. And it was only like in the past like 2 or 3 years, like I started to be more liberal with the application of body spray. Before I was like, I don't know why. I was real like ginger with it. Like, I'm going to do one spray here, one spray here. And like, that's fine. Like, I get it, but it's a body spray, and the scent kind of dilutes a lot quicker than like a perfume. So I can be a little bit more liberal with it. And you can see that in the usage here, but I'm not going to make any promises. I'm going to finish this year, but I never pull a fragrance like this out in January ever. So yeah, I am trying to get more usage on this overall. Like, I'll be happy if I get like down to here this year, really try to finish it next year, something like that. But in general, the goal is just to get good progress on it this year. And I'm not saying this is the only fragrance I'm going to use. I have like other fragrances that are more like seasonally appropriate, if you will. Yeah, like that's just me though. Like I know people that probably use this like all year round. I like to kind of stick with like certain fragrances, certain times of the year. That's just me. But yeah, we're gonna try to get progress on this because it is almost 8 years old. And even though I do love this, it's just taking a long time, and I kind of want to see it pushed out. And my lesson with body spray, and I've known this for the past couple of years, is like I will never buy a full size of a body spray like ever again. I have purchased some recently, but they're like smaller sizes and will be realistically used in a smaller amount of time. So I'm ready to kick another body spray out of my collection, like with good usage, you know, because I do still like this fragrance. I do still like it. It's just time to start seeing it move out. So okay, you guys, that is my update, or sorry, the intro rather, of my 2026 Project Pan. I'm really, really excited about these products. I hope to like update you maybe in like March, maybe sooner than that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for staying. Hope you like and subscribe. Join the fun. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.